Alright peeps, welcome back to Cavey, episode 26. We've got our wonderful water tank basically built here. Why are you thirsty, little beaver buddy? 6'5" water! Where? Ooh, what? Me water? Where's me water gone? But is this open? Is the sluice open? That sluice is open. What about the weir? Weir, will you bloody overspill him? Oh, look at the boat. But now the weir's overspilling, we should be slurping all the water. Beavers, 16 water. Hopefully no one's died of thirst. No one died of thirst, thankfully. Oh, and we're flooding. You'll love to see it. Alright, let's slow things down. Speed 1. We need to sort out the water situation. What's our bot situation like? Heaps of bots. Alright, top 3. Yous are new. Bot slurpers. You know, we've got full scrap metal storage. Ye two up here. Bot slurpers at all. And as we have the sun rising here in Cavey, I got a wonderful comment about the name for this labourer monument here. If only we could actually rename it. It's Davey! Davey's how I look in Cavey. I mean, Davey's spirit never left Cavey, but now it's been immortalised in the labourer monument up here. I love that little bit of lore for Cavey right there. Absolutely love it. But anywho, let's close this sluice off here. Proper close it off. No more water out of there. I want to see water going up this pipe and coming out of this sluice here. Unless this is permanently closed. Oh, back to auto. And let's watch the water spill out. Ah, and it's going to fill the tank for the first time. Oh, and look, the lowest point of the tank is actually just hanging about out of the side of the map there. So we can just let it run. Let it fill up. And the water will spill out the side of the map. Look at that majesticness right there, man. Oh, it's lovely. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much that I'm going to even switch these deep water pumps on that I completely forgot I've already got set up for being bots. Hang on, no, already unpaused. Well, let's bring the efficient mine down to minimum priority. Switch all of these regular old water pumps out to beaver power. And then up in here, I mean, we've already got 2 positions filled. We'll get the priority higher than the efficient mine. And look at that. We have... Why is this flooding? No, but seriously though, why is it flooding? Why is it flooding? Peeps, why? What change have I made? This sluice switches off, yeah? Yeah, that's closed. This sluice is closed. Like, we'll switch the world back on. Oh, and there's a rock in my face. Let's get a slightly better angle when we switch the world back on there. Why is the water coming from above there? Hang about. Do I have a flood in one of these pipes or something? What's the crack? There's a bit of impermeable floor missing somewhere, isn't there? Where's the bit of impermeable floor missing? Now, we're going to temporarily fix this by opening this sluice here, which will lower the water level. Or at least it will with the help of these bloody floodgates being opened and all. Right, flooding, go away. And now with the water level dropped, that's the bit of bloody impermeable floor that's not in. You see it? I'm going to have to delete this large tank to get to it. But I bet you this isn't maximum priority. Look at that. There's always one, isn't there? You can see the rooftop terrace through the hole, man. Eee, beavers, get it in. Oh, the water's coming back. You can see it in the pipe there. The water's coming back. We need to close this sluice. Close the sluice. It's too much. You know, everywhere else here is sorted. I'm pretty confident that everything else here is absolutely sorted. There's impermeable floors everywhere else. And there's a build-up beaver, even got the bloody block in there. You know what? Oh, build-up beaver, what's that? It's all too fast. Beaver, bad times happening. I wanted to say, let's watch the build-up beaver build this, but it all happened too bloody fast. Let's replace this large tank here before we end up forgetting water storage. And yeah, now, beavers, you need to chop down all the trees and get all the levees in. And I've got a little trick up my sleeve to help you with that, thanks to our little pile of dirt up in here. If we're going to into the little lemon valley here, we'll call it the lemon valley because this is where we initially grew lemon trees. Unlock some terrain blocks and fill those bad laddies up right there. Well worth 1,000 science points. The beavers, if you wouldn't mind being so kind and getting those terrain blocks in for us, I would love it. Thank you very much, Lee. Now we can switch the water back on. Delete this pesky platform here, pick up the logs and planks off it, replace it with an even more expensive ladder. Oh, the beavers hadn't even finished getting these in. Look at them hammering away, getting all the dirt compacted so it can handle a little bit of unbelievably tall bamboo. Why can't I put unbelievably... Oh, because of the trees, won't it? It's because of the bloody trees. The pesky trees. Right, I'm pretty sure that is fine right there. And then I've got me 2 2x2s to plop some extremely tall bamboo on. Oh, as long as the fluid dump doesn't block it. Let's have a quick squeeze. Does the fluid dump block it? It looks like it might, you know. We might have to rip this oak up. You know, I cannot bring myself to rip those oaks up, like. I just cannot do it. We'll have to check back in 15 days. But I'm confident the ladder and the mangrove will be in by then, if naught else. And we're not chopping the mangrove down. We're getting the fruits out of it. And damn! Why aren't we keeping up with eggplant rations? It's the canola, isn't it? There's not enough bloody oil on the crack every time. How much more canola does one beaver colony need, man? I'm sick of it. I'm going to overproduce canola for a little while. I'll tell you what, I'm glad we got the bad tide, like, because we are empty and nearly running out of bad water. I believe it's this tank through here. If we just zoom in a little bit, we'll see a tank with a bit of bad water in it. And although it may look like a lot, it isn't. It's only 169. I won't click it, but it'll blind your retinas, so, you know, you just have to trust us. Oh, and this is unpaused. Eee, how many... 4 days we could have had this bad lad running, and I haven't. Little holes like this aren't just going to permanently fill themselves, you know. Speaking of holes being filled, why don't we whack some terrain in there? And then we can plant a tree on there. Tell you what, we're nearly keeping up with our horsepower requirements. Actually, we're overtopping it now. And to be fair, I could probably very easily just pause one of these. They really don't get used. I'm pausing one of them, and therefore, we're making plenty of horsepower. Look at that. Loads of it. 100% efficiency going on in here. And before we get the bar tied in, let me quickly open this sluice real casually. Let the water pour in. We need to fill this up a little bit. We can fill it up a whole bonus block and all. Look at that. It won't take long to fill an all with the pressure of that sluice, like. And the builder beavers are getting wet for bonuses. There's no better. Hang on, let me just make sure we're not going to overspill here. Unless we overspill while I'm trying to get an angle on it. Oh no, I was on time. I was bloody on time. Right, by the time we get up to this bad tide... Nah, we're going to have to pause it, definitely. Oh, it's difficult to click. The permeable floor. Where's the sluice? Ah! Sluice! You know what? I couldn't find it, so we're just going to hang about here with the beavers until the bloody bad tide starts. Because when the bad tide starts, that sluice will close anyway. You see that waterfall up there? It's about to very quickly stop falling, I tell you that. There it is. It's slivering and it's gone. And we've got a 24-day bad tide. You know what, actually? Get a little bit of bad tide slurpage from the haulers here. And by haulers, I of course mean bots. I'll pause 2 of these, because we only really need 1. Because it won't take long to empty this water tank for now. Look at the beavers all limbering up. It's during the day. How many unemployed beavers? 13 unemployed beavers! 13 unemployed beavers! We can keep 1 deep water pump on the crack. Oh, this tree suit. Oh, to plant the bamboo here, we're going to have to sacrifice the tree growth down here. I didn't even think of that. So in our 15 days, we'll be able to see if we can plant mangroves here. Oh, we better be able to, otherwise it'll be a huge waste. Since I am very concerned about our berries, because they are very slowly but surely depleting, I'm going to be replacing all of these bits with berries, except for the little lemon tree there. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Look at the bot! The bot's got his bag of dirt! Go on, lad! Get yourselves up those ladders, all the way up the ladders and all, so you can get up the last bit of ladders and dunk your dirt in the warehouse there. Oh, I bloody love me a bit of iron bot action, like. Well, anyway, we got bad tide. That means we're getting maximum slurpage. We want to make sure we got our centrifuge unpaused, so we'll make and still do things with these extract. Oh, and it may as well be paused as well, because there's no power going here. Now, bot-wise, we still have some availability to do some bot action. We've got bots in both our smelters, and we're still out of metal blocks. And hopefully that's all we need in here. It is, because I think it's time to maximum prioritize. Fully unpause all of these bit platforms here, because I didn't just want to get the water tank in this episode, I want to get it fully functional this episode. That means getting this spillway up and running. And you can see the beavers have already built this bit of platform here off the top of this beautiful pillar. I love it. I bloody love it, man. It's so good. Why do we have a little low levy there? Oh, right. Oh, of course, I would have missed it because it's hidden underneath all of this nonsense here. Look at this one. Mr. Levy, maximum priority for ye. So we got 2.9k water for 23 days. We are going to be slurping a little bit here and there, continuously throughout. Now, all this water in this weir here, it's going to slowly but surely get through this sluice here. And then once it's through this sluice, it's going to get slurped up by this water slurper right here. And this water slurper straw, it only goes 1 deep here if we have a look. You see it only goes to there. But there are deeper bits of the river here, so we do still retain some water and 2 blocks of emergency straw slurping depth if we need it. And I'm feeling kind of happy about that, like. Not the fact that I pished all of the colony's water down onto the brazier that got down the hill and off here because it barely bloody gets into the cave to keep it moist. Beavers, is there any reason you haven't got this in yet? Oh, logs. Yeah. So this is maximum priority for logs, but also this is maximum priority for logs as well. And there's a few logs being called for right here. Oh, I tell you what, I love seeing a nice bit of extract stored up. Hopefully we see a bit of canola oil stored up soon enough. But for now, we're just hanging about, waiting for oaks to grow and get chopped down We've got a couple of them growing at least, which is canny. A little bit of progress up here. Oh, do I have not... Oh, blocked it, didn't I? Blocked the access to the bloody oaks. What am I like, man? Well, I'm going to say we don't need both of these operational because we don't have that many bots, and surely both of these aren't being used at the same time that often, you know what I mean? So we'll delete this here, get some resources back, cause no inconvenience to the bots whatsoever. And then the lumberjacks will be able to chop down these trees here. Not to mention the forest are replanting the feckers and all. Oh, this reminded me. How are we doing over here? Oh, it's in. It's in. The tunnel is in. Not the tunnel, the bloody beaver busting the braziers in. So the beavers managed to build that and not get stranded and die. Or at least they did it without me noticing. Now I cheated this tunnel in, so we need to delete this wrap here, which is scrap and rubble at the same time. I did not cheat this tunnel here so we can pick up those logs and scrap. And I've deleted this shrub enough times to just cheat that in there. But on a serious note, the reason I'm cheating that shrub in there is I can't put that shrub in with the tunnel. And if I delete that little tunnel through there, beavers get stranded. Watch the last episode for more context. Now, one thing I didn't talk about was this little square here. What could we do here? But can we pop a bell? We can! So the colony's bell will ring. No beaver will ever know from where, but it'll be heard to chime the clock on and clock off of every workday. Alright, now that is perfect. I love that. Proper nice little commemoration garden there. Tell you what, the water level up here is DNR like. I mean, we haven't went through that many days, but like I was expecting it to just be instantly gone, to be honest with you. You know, peeps, since you've made it all the way to episode 26, here's the underview of Cavey. You can see the sluice, the old sluice that filled the reservoir here. There's a new sluice up there. And then this is the dodgy, contaminated bit of cave all the way through here, including my little U-turn. And then my pipe's gone all the way up there into our big bad water tank. Oh, Woods, if I had this up. Alright, new beavers, we should see a little bit of flow on the bad water side of things. Look at it, gone all the way up like that. And spilling out on this side. That's a well-designed little pipe system, that. And it might be a bit of a stretch. It's a functional little pipe system. That is accurate. Built by functional, healthy, limbered up beavers there. Look at them gone. I love this bloody exercise plaza, man. And once they've done their bit exercise, they run up to the rooftop terrace to hang out for a little bit. Some beavers do like to hang about on top of the rooftop terrace. Let's see if that happens tonight or not. There we go. We've got the beaver hanging about on top of the rooftop terrace. I love it. Oh, look at the little iron bot. Oh, can we see the iron bot in the cave? Let's have a look. Because the beavers like to use this as a little passageway here. And when the bots go swimming, the animation is mint. So I'm going to do a little bit of a speed here and then see if we get any bots coming through and see if I can catch it in time. Well, I would say that would be a negative on that one, MiGly. You're not going to catch a bot gun swimming across there. Oh, the bots are out of energy. Weird. Why? It's because someone deleted all your bloody charging stations. I'm pretty sure it's a charging station our Yayas can use, you know. He's not using it. I can see that there's a bot using it with a pass-through beaver on top of the ladder. Oh, that's not even the one I was on about. The one I was on about's that one there. Aye, that's being used. Do I have one of these unpaused or something? Why do we still have so many bots? I thought they would all cocked up by now. Aye, there we go. Let's get some of our metal production back to beaver power here. Oh, we were in a sorry state. Look at that. 2 bots. Oh, yeah, I was going to say what are these 2 bots doing, but yeah, nah, they're both out of energy. Any particular reason you're out of energy, though? Why do I now have 3 bots? Hang on. Why are you out of energy? Why don't you go charge, pal? Why aren't you going to charge? Oh, it must be already called for. Oh, I have 9 bots. They're just all out of energy. Right, I get it, I get it. Well, at least I know why it doesn't quite make sense anymore, like. I'm actually going to switch this over to beaver power because I think having the bots up there, it just takes them ages to get anywhere where they can charge. And I think we're going to have to fix that for them because this is where all the bots are going to be slurping. So let's get ourselves an upward power shaft coming out of this number cruncher and just gone straight up to there. And for now, we'll start with 1 and we'll see how we're going. Didn't get too eager, MiGly. But yeah, now beavers, that's a maximum priority build. Not that it'll particularly help because, you know, at this point, everything's a maximum priority build. And all of these maximum priority builds are actually unpaused as well. As you can see by it chewing up all of our metal blocks here. You know, I would actually high priority these platforms. Just to try and help ensure we get this bot charging station in, you know. Oh, would you look at here? I have 60 logs and planks just stored up, knocking about, not knowing what to be done with. Beavers, get amongst that big pile of rubble there. You know what, since we're just hanging about here, why didn't we enjoy the rest of this bad tide? Hopefully getting the final sidewalls in for this water tank. And you can see the centrifuge blasting away with its green fumes. And Davey looking our Cavey. As well as see our new canola field come in. And if your peepers are zoomed in, you can see the beavers exercising in the plaza. And as well enjoy a brand new angle for the remaining 5 days because the beavers absolutely smashed that in. And did you catch me tactical pause of the levy there? It would have been quick in the speedy up bit, but if you caught it, you caught it. Here we are, cycle 61! We suddenly have 5 jobs on the crack. Oh, and a little bit of a tidal wave. Look at all of these bot beavers. They're going to be taking all the resources out of here and then putting them straight back in, man. Look at that wave propagate, man, all the way through the farm, but it gets caught. I mean, it doesn't actually get to the canal, but I was going to say it gets caught by the canal there. Oh, and these canola seeds are being in. Do we have any canola oil? Do we, Shade? We do have water, though. Only 600 and a bit, like, not as much as I'd like. And you know what? I need to get this tank filled, therefore, emergency opening of the sluice. We're going to spill bad water all the way into this river, which means I may as well unpause this bloody Drought excavator here, you know. It's soon about to have plenty of power knocking about. Look at that. Plenty of power. But yeah, now let's quickly speed forward and just get through all of this bad water. Get the river out. I probably should have waited until this wee hour was over spilling, shouldn't I? So we could add some diluted water because we killed all the bloody trees down here. Oh, but what I should be doing, this up to 1 because the bad water's out of there now. This up to 1. And what I can do, I can real casually close this sluice. And what that'll do is it'll send water up the pippity pipe here. There it is, look, you can see it gone. It'll slide all the way along there. Fill that bit up and then continue upwards all the way along to this pipe where it's gonna go out that sluice and into our big water tank. Yeah, look at it gone. Hopefully, no leaks this time. And we can unpause a couple of these bad lads and get you back on bots because surely, aye, that's fair enough. We have been putting a lot of logs into things. But priority wise, are there any more? Nah. Let's take down the priority of these levies on the side here for now. And that should help get this bit stuck in here. And then a little bit of tactical pausing on here. And I think it was a bit too late because it's going to go and overspill over everywhere else as well. Oh, and we'll pause the centrifuge. We didn't want to be burning bad water. That's for the explosives factory today. The explosives factory, which, if it's paused, I'm going to kick off like, it better not be paused. It was botting about the whole time. That reminded me to unpause this bad lad. But no more distractions. Hang on, beavers, where you gone? Oh, just like. But no more distractions. Let's watch this water tank fill all the way up thanks to that big old pressurized sluice. And that's about as high as I want to go there, you know. Not much further than that. Because much further than that, anchors spilling of the over variety. And yeah, now we don't really want to do that. As cool as it looks, you know, we do love a bit waterfall and Cavey. But not really onto the crops, man. Plus, we should just have this one open so we can have old mate paused here. Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that, but I am going to try and get a canny little angle. Look at this canny little angle. You've got the beaver planting the oak there. You've got the tidal wave propagating down. Does it have enough momentum to get into the canal this time? It sure as hell does. And the canolas are getting in and planted and cropped and everything. What a bloody time to be alive in Cavey. But yeah, now beaver bots, if you wouldn't mind just slurping on this tank here. This big old tank. And I may as well just unpause this levy at this point. May as well get the side in. Look, if nothing else, what I see here is 3 bonus water slurpers. Until very shortly when they all start running out of durability. Because remember, we're only supposed to have 2 bots. Not 7. You know what? I should have this set to close above downstream depth like 9.5. Why wouldn't I do that? Yeah, I don't really have an answer for that, but it's done now. 61 cycles in. And look, this sluice is still contaminated. Crazy. I'm just going to do a little bit of a speed 4 until this contamination's all the way down to 0% here. That's it, it's 0, just in time for a drought to approach. But we can get ye closed, buddy old pal. And then we can also close these bad lads. And that will send water. Well, it's already going to go up that pipe on the left, but it's going to start filling this pipe on the right. Gone up through that pipe there. You can see it raising up, and it's going to go flying. Well, actually, no, we need to chill out, yeah, don't we? Because this is basically ready to overspill again. Yeah, height off. How much room do we have here? Not a lot. But we are coming into a drought. Could be a 30 deer. Oh, it could be a 30 deer. Peeps, why didn't anybody tell us this could be a 30 deer? You could have told us sooner, like. Oh, and I need some bots because they're all running into durability. Oh, well, unpause these two. I'm sure there won't be any negative side effects to this. That's 1 bot out and 1 bot out. AKA 2 bots out. Now this bot came out first, so I'm going to leave that one on the screen. Oh, of course we're overspilling, MiGly man. You said this was going to happen. Let's close this sluice for now then, shall we? Watch the waterfall stop falling. It will be a sad sight, but it's alright. Don't worry about it. We need to keep the hood on anyway, so we can get a pause on this at 100%. Let's do some proper focused drilling, shall we? All the way up to 99%, which is quickly approaching. Ah, MiGly man! Ah, I swear I'm not doing this on purpose, peeps. I really am not, you know. Like, look, I'm going to pause that one. Let's get this floodgate up to 9.5. And then we can watch the power wheel come back at 30 times speed, so I can quickly press pause on this big bot assembler here. 99, 100, and paused. Before the 100, rather. Hey, the flooding is bloody... Oh, yeah, nah. 0.85 this, isn't it? Yeah, 0.85, not 0.95. There we go, and flooding is evaded. The beavers can get back to exercising. You'll be all stiff and that. Couple of days with flooding, leave exercising. Get up in a boot. Oh, 0.2 Ds. Let's see how much water we can get in here in that time. Let's get this on auto. Let the water route. And fill this tank up here. In the next 0.1 days without overspilling too much. Do I leave it? I'm gonna leave it. The drought's inbound. You know what? Let's actually let it flow out here, because the drought's here, and that flow's gonna very quickly stop and cease anyway. There it goes, ceasing and stopping. Oh, and look at this, we got the bot charger in, but no power to bloody charge them with. And since we've got 13 unemployed beavers, why didn't these just become regular old water slurpers up here? Oh, 4.2k water and all, that's not too bad. Oh, and these trees have been chopped down! Right, now it's time, now it's time. Unbelievably tall bamboo. Oh, why can't I place it there? This is real bad crack, y'all, like, not gonna lie. Is it because of these are here? Because I'll just delete them. I don't care at this point. Get deleted. Nah, still can't place them. Look at that. Why can I only put unbelievably tall bamboo there? And will the forester plant it? Oh, well, if the forester's got to plant it, then it's alright. So I'm going to assume that it's like these four here. Oh yeah, it's letting me block it out, but the rest of them won't do it. Alright then. Not too bad. Mangrove in there as planned. And then that means these can be oaks, can't they? Because that's not why... Oh, MiGly. Replant the oaks. Although no, I'm still concerned about the berry situation, so berries up here. Oaks over here. Alright, Mr. Forester, get those oaks planted and then get those berries planted. He done that bloody record speed there, did you see it? And look at what I saw during that last little waterfall this is in, which means the beavers will be able to access this bad lad here, and they're just about to get it in. A couple of more metal blocks and they'll be laughing. And yeah, now there's no point in you running, pal. There's no point having 7 grafters in here either. Looks like we're doing the old switcheroo on the smelters once again, getting those botted up. And I was contemplating where I can pop more smelters doing. But it's not the fact that I need more smelters, it's that I need more bloody logs. News to nobody, nah. And we've still got 3 iron bots sitting about doing nout. Although we are about to have some carkets, so let's just leave them for now. I'll say for now, we get our priorities back. And now what, peeps? In preparation for this big old speedy up bit, we're gonna get fancy with it. Proper bridge technology. My favourite type of bridge technology at all. I love me a tiny little metal bridge, man. They're great. I'm even high prioritising all of the rest of this. I want as much of it in as possible. I've just unpaused this bad water pump here. It's nice at the safe level, and old mate can slurp all the way down to the bottom of this tank. But for now, I reckon it's time to find a nice little angle here. And why, I reckon this is it. I could sit here for 22 days and watch beavers build the hour spill like. You can see the pillar coming up from the bottom. You can see the water being slurped from the top. Oh, and you can see Davey overlooking the whole thing. In spirit and monument. I tell you what, peeps, once that pillar's all the way up, you're gonna see some bloody things rip here, like, it's gonna go next level. And I am super keen to actually finally get the whole thing in. Bad water tank, good water tank, our spill. Oh, it's gonna completely change the game once again for one of the last times. Aye, we on to the home stretch here. Davey's Cave, ye old Cavey, 32 by 32 wonder of a map. There's only a couple of episodes left, because he now update 7's right around the corner. I tell you what, I am keen for update 7. It's gonna do so much for her, or at least for my mental shenanigans it will. But before we get to any update 7 shenanigans, we need to finish with update 6 shenanigans, didn't we? So beavers, smash that spillway in. And the beavers didn't quite get all of it in, but it is a bit of a tall ask, isn't it? Look at it all. They've got a fair whack of it in though. They basically got this entire arm of this spillway in. And this spillway is a tad more intricate. They have to build the platform and then the overhangs and then additional overhangs on top of the overhangs and then they can get onto it. So yeah, now fair dinkum in progress, beavers. And since we just came out of a drought, why didn't we come in here? Oh, this is actually open. Oh well, you must be doing in the water level then. There it is. Look, the water level's gone out. Let's watch it gone. It'll fill up the pipe. And very quickly, come all the way up and start filling up our big tank here. I was a bit slow on bringing the world up there, like, I need to pause. Pause. Close. There we go. Oh, waterfall, stop please. Thank you. And we even have a little bit of water left over. Did you see the unbelievably tall bamboos get grown there during that speedy up bit? I've completely forgot about them until it suddenly shot up into shot. And I saw a couple of beavers hammering away on this. Oh, 15 metal blocks and we're in. Well, once we get all of these metal blocks in, quick 15 in there and we'll be laughing. Now we do have heaps of iron bots knocking the boot because I just left this running for a couple of days at the end there. And since we've got this wheel running, why didn't we unpause old mate? Get 4 bots in there. Hi, 4 bots. It didn't worry the fact we've got 0 horsepower. It's all gotta change. Especially, you know what? I believe I can open this sluice here, you know. Like, just have it open like that. And it'll still fill up this tank. I mean, not that we're filling up this tank anyway, but we'll have to test that. But with the 2 sluices open and the wheel hour topping, this wheel should start spinning right on cue and produce plenty of horsepower here. Look at that. Well over 100% efficiency, and that's doing that. And both of these bot charging stations here. Even if there is only 1 beaver using it at the moment. Come on, get a second beaver in there charging. Come on, beavers, as far as working in the bloody dirt excavator. Oh, well, I guess it's not that popular. What is popular is the coffee beans. The reason it's popular is a bit of a mystique. Nobody knows what coffee tastes like. Coffee storage is empty. We're yet to switch it on. And this episode is not the episode where we switch it on either. This episode, we hoard and store up more and more coffee beans. I do see our berry numbers are going up, so that is fantastic. How's our canola doing? Oh, still none. Do we at least have some for the press? Ah, we'll at least have some in the press. If naught else, they're just getting taken straight away by old mate over here in the food factory making eggplant rations. And ruined their back behind Davey here, the soybean fermenter. Who, by the looks of things, doesn't have enough soybeans to be cracking along with. I do love the level on the eggplant storage there, though. Look at that, straight across. Plenty of it. What's happening here? Beavers? You're not full. What's the crack here? Do you need more help? Is this paused? Didn't tell us this is paused. Well, at least that's not paused, but do you need more help? Because we could organise that, you know. Eeeeee, look at this. Peeps. We deleted this so long ago, I actually completely forgot about it. We have a little pathway that goes all the way into here. Now, I have a feeling the answer is no, but can we plant anything here? Extremely tall bamboo is going to be a nah. But what about mangroves? I see little green spots opening up. Oh no, if I put a mangrove on, it's going to knock the bloody straw off, innit? I need mangroves. It's a shame you can't plant a mangrove underneath a platform, you know? You know what, I'm not convinced that these lumberjacks are overworked here, you know. Let's have ourselves a bit of a speedy up bit and see how we can. I have a feeling I just rocked up at a bad time for them. Ah, yeah, now they're doing fine, man, them. Nothing's the matter with them. They're keeping up like nobody's business, just like the beavers over here. Oh, look at this bloody iron bot water pumps. When did that happen? We should probably turn those back to beavers here. And to clarify, I know when it happened. It's just, when did I forget to turn them back to beavers was a bit more accurate. Another drought! Not particularly great, because you know we love our bad water, and we didn't have any. Well, I mean, if we do our big slurping zoom here, we've got 700 odd bad water knocking the boot here now. That's a lot more than before. It's about 10 times more than before, isn't it? Since we've got a drought incoming, I want to close this sluice, build up as much water pressure in the cave as possible. There are 0.8 days left. Let's get this sluice back to auto, and see what it can do in 0.8 days, which is a lot. I'm going back to close now. Build it straight up. I guess that's what happens when you got the pressurized pipes, you know. Oh, I need to pause, old mate. Once this gets up to 99%, let's do a quick speedy laggy back to. No, I lagged a bit too much. Sometimes it comes from like 80% all the way past 100%. That's at 99%. Pause. We're done. Need more bonus bots. And we've got 2 at 99% hanging about waiting to get out. But for now, we can pause these 4 bots, which leaves 7 bots knocking about in the bloody efficient mine. That's mental. And then why didn't we dive straight into an hour head speedy up bit? Get the last of this hour spill built, hopefully anyway. So we can finally reroute our water supply through our pipes and be the most efficient legendary beavers ever. Eva. What do you have? You have enough Timberborn tunes? You know what to do. On the last day of the drought as well. I saw it get in and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the last day of the drought because I can count. And it was. Not only do we have with Spillway in, we've got the canola oil. Look at that canola oil. If any beavers get their head stuck in the banister, we can lube them up and pull them straight out. But without further ado, peeps. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I'm bloody ready. Oh no! There should be water bloody ready to go out of there, basically. Well, once we get the water up a little bit further, you know, we gotta have a little bit of suspense here on Cavey. Let's speed through though, we can't have too much suspense. Let's build the water pressure in the pipe, get it flowing up and out. And here it goes, it's gone up. That means it's gonna very quickly shoot up of this pipe here. Let's do a speed 2. You can see it gone up and up and up, and there it goes. You'll be able to see it piss out the side of the sluice there and start spilling and filling this big old majestic water tank with overspill, man. It's got the overspill, the overflow, it's all happening. Let's go. Let's go and do it at speed 1 while we watch the majestic waterfall. And it's going in the perfect location. Look, let's pause it before the waterfall dips for a sec. This waterfall, it goes in straight at the top of this ladder and fills up this pool here. And then we've got an overspill here that goes down straight where this spout is anyway. Fills up this big pool. And then of course we've got the middle dams. The middle dams pour water straight down here. And if you have a look, the water flows down exactly where it gets slipped up anyway. It's great. Oh, it's great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Although I may have just possibly noticed a slight oversight. Maybe this needs to become a dam. Beavers, pick that up so we can stop the flooding. And beavers, I actually need you to pick this up though. I'm not taking the piss. You need to get it up off the ground straight away. Thank you. So I can pop a wee floodgate on there and have that at a real casual 0.95. Now beavers, please get that in real quick. Oh, and look at the waterfall. It's exactly what I wanted. I need to do the same over here though. At the moment, it's overspilling into this hole and it's our reek, but that cannot be a permanent solution. Although, over here, I could simply delete this dam and pop an aqueduct floodgate on the tippity top there. Now, this is potentially going to cause some havoc when we get a lot of water flowing into this one side and flooding the bloody exercise plaza. At least the water slurpers can slurp it up because they've got that bit of platform in front of them where the water guns doing. And while we've got the beavers building the 2 big old floodgates here, did yous notice the tribute to ingenuity is in? See, these are all the brave iron teeth that have carried Davey's ideas through to fruition. That is beautiful, that man. Look at it. Look at it again. And that's not all, folks. We need to permanently, and I mean permanently, close these floodgates. Although, you know what? Let's be clever about this. I'm going to leave this one on auto here. But these other 2 are going to remain closed, which would be much easier if I just take the world down to that level there. So I have one sluice here. Oh, perfect. I actually have a solution to this. Now to matter, we very simply delete this floodgate and replace it with a levee. Obviously, MiGly. That's the way to do it. And I'm happy just having one of these open and the other 2 can remain closed forever. The whole purpose of this sluice is to avoid dumping water out like we're currently doing with a fluid dump there. Oh, we can switch these bad lads back out to bots since we got the little charging station up and running. 3 bots on the slurp, let's go. How are we doing with the floodgates? We've got an entire plank in there, not too bad beavers. And a decent bit of progress in here. Surely we can get a treated plank or 2 in here, mate. We've got a full bloody warehouse there. Hold up, why didn't anybody tell us? Or did you just assume I knew? Although I could just real casually end the episode here and then think of something to get that tribute to ingenuity up and running, so it seemed like that was the plan the whole time. And it leaves you on a floodgate related cliffhanger here. I will do that. And it's a beautiful view to sign off an episode, isn't it? Overlooking Davey's shoulder to the flame of unity and the currently powered off tribute to ingenuity. What a beaut. I'll catch you tomorrow, peeps, for some more of this legendary cave map here. And until then, toodaloo!